It's the 24-hour network radio. We most definitely getting it in, doing what we do, staying true to the listeners, most definitely all around the globe. One thing for sure, this is Make Money Monday, and we got a lot of good information to share with a lot of individuals that's most definitely tuned in, and we appreciate everybody for tuning in and continuously tuning in to the 24-hour network radio. Without you guys' love and support, trust me, I would be nothing. You feel what I'm talking about? That's just real talk. You feel me? Now, one thing for sure, we got Marie Harld right here on the 24-hour network radio with us at this in particular time. And it's just truly a blessing to be able to have an individual here that's going to be able to share some information with you all on Make Money Monday today to, share not only her different ways and techniques and things like that of how to generate income throughout the tough economical crisis that a lot of individuals facing here in America. But not only that, just to tell you how to be able to save as well on different things that you actually may use every day. And a lot of individuals don't know about the products and companies and different services that's around that we use every day is actually profitable for other individuals. And that's why we got this show here, Make Money Monday, and that's why I actually find different individuals that own different multi-level marketing companies as such, and things like that to be able to share information with you all as well as their trials and tribulations with dealing with various businesses and which ones is best to actually utilize, you know what I mean, for you to generate income. So, Marie, at this time, I would, like to welcome you to the show.
Thank you very much for having me on. I appreciate the opportunity.
Indeed, indeed. So what I would like to do is ask you to tell us a little bit about your company, and tell us how everything actually came into existence with you with KFM Adventures.
Well, as you said, my business is KFM Ventures. I am an online travel agent, so to speak, but I am a part of multi-level marketing, and I also kind of contribute that to multi-level ministry because it is a way for me to be able to meet people. I've been able to use this business to um, be able to come in contact with people on so many facets of life and so many dynamics and help and reach out and extend services not only in the area of travel but in the area of helping and leveraging social media. Um, I've been able to help not only family members and friends and church and those that I come in contact with in the community, but it's just been a way to help my immediate family as a supplemental income. I've only been doing this maybe since July. I came into the business in July of 2014, and initially my desires was to just be able to save some money and travel, something that I was already doing, because everybody travels in some sort of way. You're either just taking, whether it's domestic travel or international travel, even if it's just car rental, something in the industry of travel. You're already doing that anyway. So my desire was just to save some money with my family. My husband is a truck driver. He always has to somehow either utilize a hotel or if he's on the road, he has to come in contact with some sort of the area of travel. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to save my family some money by doing this business and finding out more areas to help leverage some income in my house. But when I came in contact with YTB and learning more about the company, it actually turned into a lifestyle for us, and it actually changed our lifestyle because it's not just travel; it's a way to be able to provide for my family. I was able to learn more about the marketing side of the business. I was able to strategize a way to provide income and revenue in the house as well as to be able to travel smarter and save. Um, I was able to, in a short period of time, go from promotion, build a team, and teach them how to do well in their households as well, and obtain a level of wealth in ways that they did not see possible before. Because there's not a lot of experience that you need to bring to the table in this business.
So tell me a little bit
And
about, not to cut you off, but tell me a little bit about, like, how was that like for you to be able to start to build your team for an individual that may have never had to build a team before, or what was it like for you first starting out to build your team from where you started out and to where you're actually at now? And of course, you could get back into in depth of wherever you want to go with regards to sharing information, but key in on that because a lot of individuals kind of get frustrated once they start into different businesses and things like that, and they trying to build a team, and after they recruit maybe one or two people, things may kind of get rough for them, and as time progresses, they kind of stem away from different things and things like that. What would you say as advice to those individuals, and not only that, just share a little bit about your overcoming and things like that as well.
of course, well, I appreciate that because a lot of that is pure for me because I had never been in the marketing. My background is in law enforcement in corporate America. I was in the department working for corporate tax actually for the state. So I've never been in marketing in any kind of network marketing of any sort. So this is definitely very new, and I did not think that this was something that I could do initially when I found out about it. So I thought that this was going to be some sort of a challenge. I actually purposed in my mind, I'm just going to utilize the travel side of this business. So because of course I saw the value in it, and it was a great benefit, and I still think so. And so that was enough for me. But when I saw how easy it is, because it's something that you can duplicate very easy. And though in this particular business, you may be, so to speak, in business for yourself, you're not in business by yourself because the people that are in this business they're not very selfish. Everybody is here and they're so much of a support system. They're embracing, they're warm, and they are so sharing. They kind of guide you, and everything is kind of laid out for you. You have, as I'm sure with a lot of network marketing, so much of a team structure that a sponsor or a coach would kind of guide you and teach you the ropes and kind of help you along the way until you get comfortable to go on your own. And even with that being said, there's still that support system in place. And then with that being said, it puts you in a place where you're able to then do that for someone else. So that's kind of where I am now. I went from being very new in the company in a short period of time to being what we in YTV call being with no overhead, to then being a power team leader, to now being a coach's corner leader, which is like a third level promotion. And I have a team of which at that point you have at least 30 plus people in your downline. So in a very short period of time, in less than 60 days, I had more than 30 people in my downline, and I was able to reach that with the help of my mentors and those that were on my sideline helping me along.
Indeed, indeed, and that's very tremendous. And tell us a little bit about the payout, especially a lot of individuals listening in, and they know the show is called Make Money Monday. They like, well, fees. When is you gonna get to the money? You feel what I'm saying? So you.
About the money.
Yeah. They want to know about the money, man. You know what I mean? So, tell them a little bit about how the compensation plan actually work. You don't have to get in depth. Of course, we could be able to refer them to some different sites that could actually give them more and less information about that. But for the most part, give them something that they could be able to, think about because it's a great opportunity.
Oh no, it's an excellent opportunity. I tell you, with this particular company, I've never seen, and like I said, I'm very new to multi-level marketing, but since coming in contact with this company, I've heard so many companies out there, and I've seen so many, and of course, many have tried to recruit me since because I guess, the word gets out when you get into it. Others try to come at you, and I've never seen a compensation plan like this company, and it's hands down. There's none like it. It's laid out. There's no strings attached. There's no secrets. There's no areas of gray in it. It's black and white. You're able to see it from day one. Um, the commission is set out there for a monthly pay based on your travel and your sales, your shopping, anything that you do on your day to day is set up for a monthly. Tickets, concerts, NFL, any NBA, anything that you can do on your day to day is out there. My husband, it's just a Super Bowl, there was so much money paid out on that, and so many people could have made their money back. If you're going to go anyway, why not make some commission off of that? Why not come back into some of that? If you're going and spending money out, why not get some of that? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you're spending this money anyway. Why not get some of this? I'm going to the movies with my kids. You have to do things and be able to tell people as an insider. Why not make commission off of what you do anyway? Now, that's your monthly money. So I'm doing this anyway. If I'm going to Macy's, I'm making my money back. If I go to Walmart, I'm making my money back. So I'm definitely doing that. But that's the monthly money. But we want to talk about some weekly money here. And that's when you're building your team as a rep. And that's the money that you get every week. When we talk about Make Money Monday, we talk about Money Monday. And I'm checking my mailbox every Monday because it is paid out weekly without fail, without hesitation. Everybody's celebrating. We love Mondays over here.
You feel me?
If you sign up, you're going to get a check. You make money for every person that you help sponsor personally into the business. There's 100% match on every single person. And that's every time. There's nothing that you do. There's you can make up to $1,200 in your first 30 days. And there's too many people that's done it. I've done it, and there's nothing special about me. I've not done anything that's just impossible. I'm not a workaholic. I do this at home. I'm a stay-at-home mom now. I'm able to quit my job. I actually quit my job now. So I do this full time. This is my job.
Indeed, indeed. And speaking about that, you actually, tell them a little bit about the compensation plan, but tell them a little bit about, because they may be thinking, how was you actually doing it? How did you have to do it? You know what I mean? You're saying you a work-at-home mom. How was you getting the information out so that you could be able to share this information to the people to be able to, so that you could be able to make this money? That's what they probably sitting at home right now, trying to figure out because they just listening to the station and they like, man, these people probably just, talking out their ass or something. You know what I mean? But one thing for sure, that's not what we doing. You feel what I'm talking about? Not by far, but nonetheless, yeah.
Real. I'm gonna make sure to have my information for questions, but no, this is real. It's very simple. I don't consume myself with this business because travel sells itself. I've never been in an empty airport. I've never been in an empty bus station, and I've never been in empty any place, a hotel, any car rental place that was empty. So people are going places. And never been to an empty resort. So people are definitely traveling. Vacations are happening every day. So what I do is I make sure that I'm in the public sight. Social media is always up. It never sleeps. So I'm in the public's eye. There's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's all these social media hubs, there's email. I can put my information out there. I put a little magnet that I got off Vistaprint. Cost me about $25. I got it from Black Cyber Monday. Didn't cost me much of anything, and I put it on my car. And people call me all the time because they see it on my car. And it has my website, and it has my phone number, and it says travel, online cruises, whatever the information is on there, or you can be a partner. It tells about my business, and it tells you what you can do to be a partner with my business. And people call me. It's very simple. It doesn't do anything, and it also helps me to also be able to use my car as a business write-off instead of it being my car note now. So that also saves me money on my income tax instead of it being an income tax. It's a tax refund now.
No.
And so it saves me money while I'm driving my personal vehicle. Now it's my business vehicle. Then I get my business cards ready. That's very cost efficient. $9 for 1,000 business cards. I pass it out everywhere I go. If I'm in a restaurant, or if I'm going to the hair salon, if I go into the grocery store, excuse me, do you travel? Just give it to someone. In the bank, of course, if I go to my bank, they keep seeing me come come in on Monday and deposit my check, then of course they want to know how I'm making this money. And so the people in my bank are very interested in my business. Matter of fact, one of the persons in my bank is one of my downlines now because the information they see that these checks are real. They keep seeing me come in and they want to know what I'm doing. So they're one of my downlines now, and I let them recruit the rest of the people. So
Indeed.
it's very easy. And then I have people in my family. My daughter is 19 years old and she's in college, but she knows that she has student friends that parents are coming for homecoming and school breaks, and they need a place to stay. Where they're gonna stay in a hotel, so they need a room. Who should make that commission? She should, because she has to pay for college. So she's one of my downlines, and she needs to make some money. So she's a power team leader. So if a 19-year-old can do it, then I'm pretty sure people out there in the airways can do it as well.
Indeed, and it's unique that it's just multiple ways that everybody, you know what I mean, from all walks of life, everybody need to utilize. You already utilizing the different services anyway. Why not find a way right now to be able to partner with a company that's going to be able to help assist you with receiving income? You know what I mean? Now tell us a little bit about, is there any type of way for you guys to be able to have residual income? Because a lot of different MLM companies have residual income. Tell us a little bit about that.
There's definitely residual income. Like I mentioned, these levels in the company, as a power team leader, you start to accrue the residual income. Is of course as you go up and you get promoted from power team leader to coaches corner leader, there's residual income. The next level is regional leader to director. There's not only residual income as you go up, you also can go up to the level of getting, which is where I'm headed, to $10,000 bonuses and $1 million, all the way up to $1 million bonuses, and I'm shooting for that. My very next step, and I'm in position right now for a $10,000 bonus, and it's not very far off. It's easily obtainable, and it's really not hard to do at all. It just takes a little bit of focus. It does not take a lot of time. It does not take a lot of, like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 4 children. I have a husband. We're involved in a lot of things with a big family. So it takes time. It takes a lot for you to do, you know what I'm saying, in the run of a day to run a family. So I couldn't afford to do a business that would take me away from the responsibilities of that. So I needed to do a business that would allow me to make some money that was suitable for my household, but still be able to be actively involved in my family and my responsibilities. But the residual income is amazing. It's coming every single month. I don't have to look for it or wonder when it's coming. Sometimes it surprises me. We have a car program in place. We have even a monthly amount that's set in place for those that are in upper levels, like the regional leaders and the directors. We have health care, which even the president can't get without paying for it. But we have health care insurance for me and my spouse when I get to that level, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm shooting for that, because I don't want to pay for costly health care that I can't afford if I can get it for free. I don't want to buy a car that I can't afford if I can get it for free. And this is a car that I don't even have to put in my name. This is a car that the company buys, and I don't have to do anything but put insurance in my name and drive it. And I'm not talking a baseline car. I'm talking top of the line car. And so why wouldn't I want a luxury car that they're going to give to me if all I have to do is just win?
Indeed.
And afford my family the lifestyle that we want. And we don't even have to, work hard for it. But yes, the residual incomes are there. It's available to you. It's something that you can get. And then, like I said, $1,200 is very easily attainable. And I'm telling you, it's something that you can do within a 30-day period of time. For every 7 sales you get, you're looking at $1,000 bonus. There's not too many people out there, or too many multi-level companies that are like ours. There's not a lot of them that are still in existence as long as ours has been around. We've been around for 15 years. We just celebrated our 15-year anniversary. And not only have we celebrated the 15th year, we're going strong and we're 100% debt-free. So when you can say that about a multi-level marketing company, that says something about a level of consistency as well as an integrity of a company.
Indeed, indeed. That's well said. Another thing I would like to ask, because a lot of people may be kind of interested at this time, but then they may be like, well, you saying you always at home, but I'm always on the go. You know what I mean? So, like, do you guys may have any type of great, unique features, like different apps that an individual could use? Like, let's say, for an example, if I'm traveling on the go or whatever, let's say, for example, I might be maybe at a ball game, and run into a couple different individuals, but I might not have no type of forms or paperwork, but I do got my phone handy. Is there any type of apps or different mobile devices that an individual could use to be able to share information with individuals so that they could be able to get like emails on a continuous basis until they decide to utilize the program and or, not only just use the service, but might even want to join and become an ambassador as you are?
Absolutely. That's one of the things. My family will tell you, I love technology. I love my smartphone. My daughter is the iPhone queen. She carries her iPhone everywhere she goes. She loves her iPhone, her tablet. I keep mine with me at all times. I even carry my laptop in the car because you never know when an opportunity will come around when somebody, because I have a friend this particular situation, I was at a location in Vegas. We had a convention, and we were talking about the business to that particular person, and that person was ready. She said, "Hey, this sounds great. I'm ready to go now." Well, I'm not going to wait until I get home to get her started. She wants to take advantage of these great opportunities right now. So I pop out my laptop or pop out my phone and I'm signing her up right then and there. I signed one gentleman while I was out in Vegas from Dairy Queen because it had Wi-Fi, from my phone. So all of your technology is available to you. You have a back office that's available to you. You
Tell them a
have
little bit
all of
about the
your
back office, if you don't mind. Because a lot of people that's new to
okay.
multi-level marketing is new to this. Tell them a little bit about it.
Your back office is what is your system that you'll have in place for you to keep track of. Number one, my husband says your money, your information is where all of your information is shared for you. Of course, you have a site where everybody can go and they can book travel, they can go shopping, they can get their tickets, they can get any steals and deals and daily deals or weekly deals. It's available to everybody else. But your personal back office is where any training that you want, any special information that you need, any forms, any data, anything that you personally need from your company is all in your back office. It's basically it's equivalent to if you were a company employee or a corporate America employee. It would be where you would find your I guess your W-2 type information. So it would be where your spreadsheet information would be, where your timekeeping information would be held. So that's how you find that information. It also allows you to
Tutorials.
keep track of. Right. It's also where you would keep track of your team. So if you are a person like me that decides that you want to build a team, it allows you to keep track of your team. When you grow large in the company or you have a large downline, you may not have one or two people. You need to keep track of them or you may need to get in touch with them. Their information is there as well as far as how to get in touch with them, and it also allows them to be able to have your information easily accessible to them as well, so that they're able to call you or send you an email easily.
Indeed, indeed. My next question to you is, not only do we want you to give them the information, but a lot of individuals may have decided at this point in time if this is a great opportunity for them. Now, a lot of times these programs, you know what I mean, have different promotions that's actually running, and I'm pretty sure, with it being the new year, you guys may be running some type of promotion at this time. But nonetheless, let the individuals just listening in know a little bit about the different packages that's available to get started.
Actually, we have a great package because when I decided to get started in this business, I went and I did some research. As with most people, I do research to see what it costs to be a travel agent. I wanted to know what it started, what it costs to be in the travel industry. And, I checked with a couple of different vendors. And there's actually research out there. You can kind of check this. So if you check with Expedia, you know, you can check with to find like what it would cost to be a cruise ship salesperson, or to sell cruises or whatever with certain particular planners, like cruise planners.
Mhm.
Well, if you want to be a cruise planner, you have to pay $9,995 just to sell cruises. Or maybe you have it like that, but I didn't have that. Or if you just want to be somebody that buys Expedia, then you have $5.1 million, which I did not have that either. But I did have enough to start this business. And I found out for $349 one-time fee, $349, I could own my own e-commerce store. I could have my own travel site, actually two travel sites. I could have access to it 24 hours a day. I didn't have to worry about any bookkeeping. I didn't have to worry about any, as far as my website is maintained at all times. I don't have to worry about any tech support because that's taken care of. There's no monthly maintenance for that. Everything is taken care of with that $349. Now, as far as my data and to keep up with my payroll, $59.95 a month. That's it. Everything is included in that, and I even had a way to eliminate that. The person that sponsored me has said if you want to eliminate that $59.95 a month, the company's put a thing in place for that as well. If you sponsor in 3 people personally, they will eliminate that fee as well. Well, if you put a challenge in front of me, then I'll accept the challenge. So I personally found people that love to travel, and I told them about it. Well, if you know people that love to travel, everybody goes, and they wanted one too. I did that within my first 2 weeks, and I was free, no overhead. So the only thing that I had to worry about is $349, and I'm debt free. So I'm in business debt free, and we love it, and that's it. And that was my call.
Indeed. And for individuals just listening in, they may be wondering, well, do you have to spend the $349 now every year, or do you just continuously keeping your site up and running, or how does that work?
That is it. The $349 is for you to own your own business. And the way I tell people all the time, I said for the cost of it's actually for less than the cost of an iPhone 6, which my daughter is carrying around, and she's a teenager.
That's
I
right.
own a business. For less than a pair of these shoes that people are running and stealing and killing for, I
Two
own a
pair of
business.
Jordans.
For less than some of
There
the
you
things that I have in my kitchen, I own a business. And there's nothing better than business ownership, because the reality of it, we're in a recession, and there's no way that we're going to own anything working for somebody else. You are only making somebody else rich working for somebody else. We go to work, we work hard, we kill ourselves and knock ourselves out working 40 hours a week for just to retire for 40% of what we work for, when we could be working for ourselves and building an empire and a legacy for our children and leaving them something to believe in.
Now, speaking of that, tell us a little bit about how does the compensation plan work when you actually mentioning that leave something for your kids just in case something may happen to you. Do your company have something set up in place just in case something do happen to you to where you can leave your business to your kids?
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because I was just checking, and no one even told me this. I was looking in my back office, and there is actually something in place for that. There is actually a form if something were to happen to my husband or me, that we could actually just transfer our business over to the next generation.
Indeed, indeed,
But
and that's
my
wonderful.
so transfer it over to the next one.
Yeah, indeed. You did mention she already had her own. And the great unique thing about that is that regardless to whether if working on your, of course, you then made it to diamond level or ruby. I don't actually know the different terminology um, completely, you know what I mean? But
Correct.
I know director, sometime they actually would have it to where you could go to like what is maybe a platinum director or whatever, maybe having you double up or whatever, and things like that. So no matter how many people was under your downline or your second generation downline or whatever, all of those individuals convert over to your family member. That's just tremendous right there. That's amazing. Now, tell me this, because a lot of individuals is listening in. Tell them where's the website where they could go, because you did mention that it's two websites, but do you also have a website where individuals can actually sign up to become an associate under you?
Yes, I do. And I would love for them to find out, and it gives them perfect information. My individual website is www.mynewgenerations.com/KFM Adventures.
Once again,
That's
it's www.mynewgenerations.com/KFM Adventures. indeed. Hey, is there anything else you would like to share with the listeners at this time before we go?
I'd also like to give my phone number because I don't mind anybody calling me if they have any questions. If they want to contact me directly for more information, I don't mind sharing my phone number out at all.
Go right ahead.
My phone is area code 832-651-7117.
Hey, y'all heard it right here on the 24-hour network radio. This your main man, E. Fees. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all most definitely don't go nowhere. Mohawk music most definitely fits to come up. We ain't doing nothing but keeping it real. This was a hot interview right here on the Make Money Monday on the 24-hour network radio. E. Fees, Marie Harld with KFM Adventures. Y'all most definitely get your traveling on. You feel what I'm talking about? Over and out for right now.